Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. We are the SpiffyNeedleGeeks. Today, I am your host, Danny. I've got BJ and Ryan, the typical cohorts.
Yo.
And we are going to be showcasing a classic PlayStation 1 RPG developed by Sony, of all people.
Huh. All right.
Yes. So this is The Legend of Dragoon. Now, Ryan, I know I've mentioned this game to you before because if you remember PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale, one of the next characters that they were going to be bringing into it was going to be Abe from Oddworld.
Yes.
And his rival was going to be the protagonist from this game.
Oh, that's right. Huh.
So I figured you'll get a kick out of this just because I know you're a big Oddworld fan and everything. And BJ, I know you love dragons like to death, so I know again this one's right up your alley.
Well, actually, you know what? Now that you brought up how the character from this game was supposed to be Abe's rival, that makes me just wonder now. Okay, so what are we to expect here, and what are some of the similarities that this character would have had to Abe that would have made them rivals? So now I'm just thinking, are we about to get...
My thoughts exactly, yes.
We about to get escort missions here. We about to get the one, his entire race being slaves, and he's the one savior. Like, what are we in for here?
Yeah. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
You will see, admittedly, it's going to take several videos before we really get to it. But it's more so about, Abe and the main character in this game harnessing ancient destructive powers, pretty much.
Oh, okay. So yeah, in a way, kind of like how Abe was able to harness the power of Strike Hall in the first Oddworld game.
Yes.
Okay.
And as is typical in a lot of fantasy things, we start with a village being torched.
Oh, gotta love those PS1 CGI cutscenes.
Oh, you gotta love those tropes where a village is in turmoil, families are, are being completely eradicated, all life in the village is being destroyed in general,
Yeah.
No, the flowers.
So I'll briefly mention this, the soundtrack for this game is honestly one of my favorite RPG soundtracks ever. This has a very, very good soundtrack.
Even better than games like, say, Final Fantasy VII?
I'd say it's up there with Final Fantasy VII, yeah.
Ah. Okay.
Great Commander.
What are they riding? Are those supposed to be like horses, or is it like a fantasy species?
Yeah, this world's... Yeah, like some new fantasy species, but it's this world's horses, pretty much. And
okay,
yeah, so
hold on. Not even gonna lie, for a split second there, I thought that was it on.
No. So I'm playing. So basically, this game, of course, did not have subtitles for the cutscenes, so I am providing them. And for characters that are named, I will provide the names, but for those that don't, that's why I'm calling this guy totally not Golbez.
Who's Golbez?
Because he was the main villain from Final Fantasy IV, and he looks like a dead fucking ringer to this character. So I'm just like, yeah, no.
Majesty, Emperor Dole's command to take that girl into custody.
This guy does have a name, but I'm not willing to drop it yet.
Oh, okay. But yeah, totally not Golbez. What's that all about?
Those are some horse-sounding anteaters there.
Yeah, it's like they're supposed to be horses, but they're, this universe's horses.
Awfully stocky horses.
Yeah. But, long story short, this entire village out in the middle of nowhere got torched, and they were only going after one girl in the village. They had orders to take this girl into custody, and they're like, okay, we'll burn down the village while we're doing it.
Wait, let me guess. The people that burned down the village, they're like the royal guard of some kingdom, aren't they?
Yeah, like basically what you're going to be seeing like in the next minute, there is a civil war that is going on right now. Like, you know, pretty much like you have two kingdoms that are at war. You have the kingdom of Serdio and the kingdom of Basil. They are at war.
The kingdom of Basil and the villages of Cilantro.
Is that Crystal? Looks like Crystal. From Star Fox.
Oh.
Oh.
Also, this is where Rare and Nintendo got an inspiration from. All we need now are just some talking dinosaurs.
I mean, there's dragons.
Yeah.
I'm sure the dragons talk, right? Is that close enough? Wait, do the dragons...
Kingdom of Basil!
No, hold on. Danny, do the dragons talk?
Not to my recollection, they don't.
Damn it.
Oh, dang it.
Missed opportunity.
About to get Star Fox all in here.
You are the next Dragonborn. Oh, really? Oh. We may need to tweak up our steeds. They seem to be stuttering a little bit.
Meanwhile, this guy's missing the other arm from his armor.
Are you a mercenary of Basil? What gave you that idea? What makes you think I'm a mercenary? I'm just a simple bystander walking through the forest. God, chill.
No, you fool, you're doing it wrong. Lances beat swords.
Ugh!
Haven't you ever played Fire Emblem?
Stop it! Rude, God.
What is a giant dragon insect?
Yeah, it's like a giant dragon praying mantis.
So here's the thing about the dragons in this game. The dragons definitely have very unique designs to them based on their elements. So this one, spoiler warning, this is a dragon that is very loyal to the wind element, which is probably why he looks very insecty.
But bug types are weak to flying type.
Wrong franchise. Stop smacking me.
Okay, I kind of want to see this big dude in like HD because he'd look probably fucking terrifying, wouldn't he?
That is actually something about this game. Like, I honestly like, considering that we are pretty much in an age now where so many classic games are getting HD remasters, you know, if there was like an RPG I would love to see be remastered, this would probably be one of my first choices. I mean, it's like, you know, for PlayStation 1 graphics and everything, I mean, this game's all right in the graphics department and everything, but oh my god, I would love to see this get an HD remaster. Like, I think this would be a beautiful game, and like you said, like, yeah, that dragon would be freaking huge and intimidating.
Uh-oh, that was his village.
Yep. I must go. My village needs me.
Oh my god.
Oh my god!
It's like, what did I just say? There's nothing left.
But my family! My friends! No, there is literally nothing left. No! Oh no! Where is everybody?
All right, so
you know.
Okay, so if you'll notice that triangle that is above you, it's blue right now. This is an actual indicator of when you're going to be going into combat. So it'll gradually go from blue to yellow to red. When the cursor is red, that tells you a battle is imminent. So it is random battles and stuff, but at least this game's giving you a little bit of an indication as to, you know, okay, expect something coming up soon, even when you're just walking around.
Were you sent by the Imperial Army? Wait,
Right,
what gave it away?
That means you have no aim whatsoever, right?
Alright, so, okay, so now I gotta briefly talk about the combat in this game, because the combat system is definitely biggest thing about this game. So the bread and butter is what we call the addition system in this game. So you can attack, you can guard. Guarding will raise your defense for a turn, but it will also allow you to restore a little bit of health. Items is self-explanatory, and escaping. So when you go to attack, you go and select somebody that you want to attack. You're going to see a square show up, and it's basically quick time events for attacking. You'll see, I'm giving you a little bit of a time, but what you're going to see is a square you'll see a square and you'll see one that's about to overlap. You have to hit the X button when it overlaps. Just like that.
Oh, so it's Paper Mario.
Exactly. So if you nail it, it will complete what is known as the addition. When you complete the addition, you're basically dealing maximum damage. If you miss it, like if you hit it too early or too late, then you'll still be able to attack, but you won't complete the attack. So like Dart here is our main character. He'll only do the single slash. If you want him to complete the attack, that's where you got to complete the additions. There is more to the addition system, but we're not ready to talk about what else the additions do quite yet. But every character, not every character, almost every character has a set of different additions and skills that they can use. And you will earn more as you go and as you nail more and more. So you'll see, actually pretty early on, you'll see that I kind of abused the addition system with Dart here. Then...
Oh, jeez. After that battle, I'm already burnt out.
Yeah.
I'm going to take 5.
Yeah, it's like, God damn it, my village was destroyed and looted. Oh, well, time to loot.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm burnt out just like this village. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. Oh, damn it.
Okay, so that burnout item that I just got, that is an item that you throw it at an enemy and it will do fire damage. Another thing that I failed to mention in the previous battle, but you will see in subsequent battles, every character, every enemy, and every ally that you have, they are assigned an element. And the way that you can tell what element that whoever it is that you're fighting and everything, when you highlight like an enemy, you'll see like the text box, they have a color assigned to them. That color will tell you what element what's their element. So that will tell you, okay, now I know what you're strong against, so now I got to use this if I want to, take advantage of the weaknesses. So the opposing elements in this game are, fire is both strong and weak to water. Wind is both strong and weak to earth. Light is both strong and weak to dark. Thunder is only strong and weak to thunder. And then, of course, occasionally you may run into a non-elemental, and non-elemental, you have no elemental weaknesses whatsoever.
Wow, so first Paper Mario, and now they pretty much have the typing, the typing system from Digimon World DS and Dusk. The hell?
Yeah.
That's exactly what Digimon World DS Dusk does.
Well, I can see where Digimon World DS got its inspiration from.
Alright, so, so this is, totally not Golbez we're going up against now.
You fool, he has a lance. To hell!
Quote, unquote.
I like these battle transitions, and, it just pans around. 9 does something like that, doesn't it?
Similar. So, for Dart, his stats are pretty average all around, and like I said, he's very addition friendly. You will gain a lot of additions with him very quickly. That being said, because he's so evenly balanced, there's not one particular stat that he's very good at. And then, as far as, I mentioned in there about gaining SP, I'm not ready to talk about SP yet, but needless to say, it fluctuates.
That guy just bailed.
Fuck this, I'm out.
Yeah, that guy did. Yeah, that guy just bailed, but that's okay. So yeah, so you see, because I guarded, I did take less damage.
Gotcha.
Now, yeah. Now, Dart's element is fire. So, if Dart goes up against the water enemy, he's going to deal a lot more damage. And then likewise, if somebody tries to do a water attack on him, he's going to take a lot of damage. Fortunately, we don't have to worry about that right now, because I believe not Golbez here. His element is dark, and we don't have a means of taking advantage of the element typing. Not right now, anyway. So we'll just keep on attacking. Also, if you notice, like, the cursor... So the cursor above the enemy, I don't know if you noticed this, but right before Dart did that final attack, the little arrow was yellow. That tells you that the enemy's HP is about halfway drained. So you don't necessarily have a scanning ability like you would in, say, Final Fantasy that tells you exactly how much hit points your enemies have left. But you do have an indicator that kind of gives you a general idea. So it's like, again, when it starts out, when you see that the cursor is blue, that tells them they have a lot of health. When the cursor is yellow, that tells you, okay, they're about halfway dead. When it's red, now they're in critical. And the same also applies to your allies. So, Legendary Dragoon's very, very user-friendly. They're trying to give you an indication of when you're going to be attacked, how much health you have, how much health the enemies have. It's very much a user-friendly game compared to a lot of RPGs.
I mean, the color scaling on health, that's what Pokemon does.
Stardust!
So.
Alright, so...
Oh, speaking of Pokemon, sell that for some gold.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So,
Stardust does sell at high prices in Pokemon.
Yeah, well, we're not going to do that. So, Stardust in this game, there are 50 pieces of Stardust in this game. As you collect more and more pieces of Stardust, it will actually give you items. And some of these items are very good. Collect all 50, and it gives you access to an optional boss. And you bet your ass we're going for all of the Stardust pieces.
Oh, going all the Stardust, you say?
Ow, dick.
You could say Danny is gonna be a Stardust Crusader in this game.
Oh, and only the JoJo fans know that is funny.
Oh, god damn it.
Frugal?
Yeah, Frugal is the name of that big
The big
dude.
guy. Yeah, I figured that.
Yeah, the big guy. Yeah, Man in Hood is a high on bad guy, as I called him.
Oh, I see.
Ooh, the comparisons to make. But the only ones that are coming to mind immediately are spoilers for games that I don't want to spoil, so god damn it.
Oh, well.
And yeah, Frugal literally did just randomly throw a random guard, just throw him down a pit. He's like, I'm pissed. Fuck you, you die. That's just the kind of man he is.
It's not just that. That's your typical bad guy. If he's ever frustrated or anything, he takes it out on his mooks.
Yeah, mooks are expendable.
Yeah.
Oh please, we have more at home.
Oh, we have plenty more of those back at the ship. It's not like we're losing anything valuable. So yeah, exactly like Frieza, like killing off his mooks out of frustration, or Darth Vader force choking his men.
Okay, now the sad thing about this game, one of the few criticisms I have, you do have a limit on the amount of items that you can carry. You can only carry like 32 items, and if you try and stock up on like potions or anything, that's like, yeah, unfortunately this isn't like a Final Fantasy or like any other RPG where it's like, oh, I can carry like 99 of one item. It's like, no, you can only carry up to 32 items, period.
Well, you know what, 32 is still better than what Earthbound gives you.
This is true. Earthbound, you really got dicked over when it came to items.
Wait, how many items were you allowed to carry in Earthbound?
I think it was like a max of 10 per character. And there isn't, and it isn't one combined like item system. Like each character was like had like their own bag. And equipment like and armor and shit does count towards that. So
yeah, fortunately, the equipment does not count towards that item count. Like 32, that's the consumable item count.
Okay, I figured that.
So potions, reviving items that you want to like throw to do damage. That counts towards the 32 count.
Yeah, because it's like in Earthbound, it's like, yeah, sure, I think you had like 40 or what, like around 40 slots, per 10 per character, but that counts, yeah, for consumable items, for your equipment, or armor and weapons, and key items. So it's like, you were really limited in Earthbound.
Yeah, Earthbound was not kind in that. I love Earthbound, but man, they were not kind.
Yeah, that's a drag.
Yeah. One of the things also about Legend of Dragoon that I really like, and it's like, you didn't see this too often in PlayStation 1 era RPGs, is like the attention to detail with like the scenery. So it's like, okay, you see the wind, you see the little leaves rustling and stuff, but I mean, you'll also see like in this area, like, yeah, you see birds flying.
Yeah.
That's like a detail. Even in the old school like Final Fantasies, you didn't see. Like you didn't really see that level of detail in like Final Fantasy VII, for example.
You saw Goblin.
You saw it in the backgrounds. Like you saw it in the backgrounds, but that was about it.
Also, how sad was it that I knew immediately that I was actually called Goblin the moment I saw it?
Well, what else would you call it?
I mean, sometimes they're orcs, sometimes they're like really tiny ogres, sometimes they're little trolls.
I'm a Keebler elf.
It's like, yeah, no.
I don't know.
It's like, yeah, go back to your treehouse.
Well, to be fair, double stuffed Keebler cookies are fucking amazing. That also being said, this video is not sponsored by Keebler cookies. Thank you. Anyway.
It should though.
Yes.
Because when I'm thinking I'm gonna go on a freaking quest with dragons and civil wars, I think cookies.
Of course.
The hell is that? Unicorn wolf?
It's a unidog.
I don't remember what it's called, but it's like some kind of a weird cougar thing.
Oh, this is not gonna end well. Oh, okay. Wait. Oh, okay. Never mind.
Oh, this is a flashback.
Oh.
Yeah.
Whoa,
it's like, okay. Yeah, and apparently Dart survived that encounter.
Oh, yeah, thank God. Thank God. I was worried that during that flashback, one of the kids was gonna fall off the log. But...
So
no, my first thought is like, yeah, kids going up against like a wild animal like that. It's like yeah, okay, kids going up against the cougar. I don't like the kids' chances.
Yeah.
So who is Shauna to Dart? Like, is she a childhood friend who's probably going to become a love interest? Yes. Okay, got it.
Yes.
The childhood friend.
She's Dart's childhood friend. She was the one that got kidnapped and everything. So, yeah, we're pretty much on the rescue mission to go save Shauna.
Here's our atypical, love interest for an RPG. Gotta have that. All right, bye.
Alrighty, so join us next time as we will raid Hell in the Prison.
Oh, I love raiding some hell.